Okay, I'm going to show you how I make a building with Infinite Painter. Okay, first let me move my video controls out of the way. What I do is I first check my brush. I got the solid pen, that's good. Let's see, 4.5 is a little thin. We put it at 8.5. It doesn't really matter because you can change the thickness of the brush. What we're going to do is come to our tools option and get in the shape section, get the rectangle. Draw a rectangle. Bam. Now the process from here on is just hitting the stamp tool up here on the right. And then you can just drag it up, drag it out, drag it out. Pull this down. Do it again. You got that little hump usually on the top buildings, right? Where they keep the elevator shaft and all the crap and blah, blah, blah. All right, let's throw a little smokestack on the top too. What the heck? Stamp. Drag it up. Very basic, because you can make your own building just using this technique, and it's just a repeat of that process, except for now we're going to make the windows, and what you want to do is do that on a separate layer. Okay, so I've come up to the blank layer here. I'm on the blank layer, and I'm going to do another rectangle, square, whatever. Stamp. Put a little sill on that bad boy. And let's stamp. I should have done this process first, I guess, because I want to do the little window frame inside. Drag your 3 fingers down on the screen to thin the line. There we go. We got ourselves a little window. Now what you want to do is come to your tools button, look for the pattern section and get the quilt. Come down to the bottom left corner and drag up. Now you have a number of windows. What you do is you use these control points horizontally and vertically to choose the number of windows you want, more or less. And don't really worry about positioning them right away. Because now I'll accept this number of windows, and then we can get the transform tool and move them into position. And I say okay, because we've got to have a door to get into the building, which is the same process. Just draw another rectangle, drag 3 fingers up. Sorry about that. Drag 3 fingers up. And we can have our little door. Stamp. Drag this guy over here to the middle. And you could do door frames inside if you want. Whatever. Spice the building up any way you want. From here, I'm going to show you basically the bricks. The bricks are the same thing. Come up to make your own layer, a new layer, I mean, a separate layer. Then we draw ourselves a brick. 3 finger drag down to thin the line. Let's zoom in and take a peekaboo. 3 fingers down, thin the line a bit. Now, position it where you might want it. Do the same thing, quilt button. Bottom left corner, drag up. I usually just try to get the height at least. And then we drag our control points in to increase the number of copies and the spacing. Good enough. Accept that. Transform tool, put it in the position where you want it. Accept. Then you have to use your selection tool to remove the bricks you don't want. So what you do is you get the selection tool, go to wand, and fill in or select the area where you want the bricks to be. Pardon me. That didn't work because you have to make sure you check this little option here that it selects through both layers. Then do this again. There we go. Now that's where we want the bricks to be. So we're going to invert this. We'll come back up to the brick layer, turn it back on, hit the delete button, and then we can just X out of this. There you go. The building with the bricks. Enjoy.